Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to take any website you find on the internet and change the content on that website to get a screenshot. Let's go with this article right here. I'm going to open this in a new tab here. We can see here's the real original title, the first 3 bullet points, and some content down here. Now I want to change some things. I want to change it to this. I want it to say Delta flight attendant offered $1 million bonus for retirement because she saved the CEO's dog from alien kitty eaters from Zeta Reticuli. But wait, there's more. I want to change this line. Annie snatched the dog right out of the gray alien's mouth. She thought she might get shot by an alien laser beam. Her bravery inspired the CEO to give her the monies. Yay. And I also want this image to be moved further up on the page. So let me show you how to do that. On this original page, unmolested, I'm going to double click this area, right click, and go to inspect. This brings up my inspect element tool. Now, if you're a web developer, you're already familiar with this. You use it every day to get jobs done. Now, I want to change this content. So I've isolated this content here. I can see it's an H1 tag. I can type in whatever I want to be true. See how I just typed in some text here? Now I'm going to hit return. Boom. See how it changed the output? Hit Control Z, I can undo it. And so I can just type in what I want my new headline to be. So I'm going to double click into this HTML element, paste in my new headline, watch what happens on the left over here when I hit return. Bingo, I just changed the content. And you see where this is going. Now down here we've got some bulleted list items. I'm going to hit inspect. Let's inspect that element and find out where this one is. Boom, here's a list item with some bold text here. I want my new headline in here, so I'm going to click in, paste in my new headline. Annie snatched the dog right out of the gray alien's mouth. Take a look at the original. She became a Delta flight attendant. I'm going to hit return. Boom, presto, I've changed it. So you can see where this is going. Now, let's get a little clever. Let's get this image moved up in the chain because I want it to be closer to the top so this looks more real. So I'm going to grab this image element, and I can see here's my container wrapper. And I'm just going to drag it up the chain here. I want this to be right here at the beginning of the body. So you see how that moved? Now I scroll up, and then bingo. Here's my image. Here's my headline, my first content, etc. Do I want it to be a little bit higher? Maybe. I also think I want to get rid of this, this advertisement across the top. So I'm going to do an inspect element here on this advertisement, and let's go ahead and get that ad cut off of here. Delete that out, presto. And so now, I can close this inspect element tool. I can take out my screenshot tool, hit new, and I can grab everything here, right? And then here's my screenshot, which I'm now going to mislead people with on social media. I can see the URL is correct. I can see the original article is here, the Daily Mail logo. Here's my nonsense headline. Here's the first list item I changed. Then here's the image that I added in to make it look more real. Maybe I want it to be more convincing. I really like that I could see the I love Delta thing right there. Let's go ahead and get that going on. And let's now also screenshot this so we can get the whole logo and everything up there. There we go. Now I got a good screenshot. Now all I'm going to do is take this entire thing. I'm just going to copy this. And I can go post it on Facebook or social media anywhere I want and be like, look, Delta flight attendant offered $1 million bonus for alien shenanigans. It's real. It's real because I saw it here, right here. Look, see, it's words. It's words typed into the screen. So now let me show you how this is being manipulated and used on the internet. Here's a screenshot that's been floating around. It originally traces back to this Reddit post called Jordan Peterson Memes. And all this guy did to create this fake image here is essentially did the same trick that I've done here with the inspect element setup. And if you go do a Google Lens search on this, you'll see all the other places that this has essentially appeared, but none of them are really the actual dailymail.co.uk article because it doesn't exist. So in order to give an example of how this can be used to make it look like it's on a mobile device, that's just simple Photoshop, but here's this cat over on x.com spreading the same misinformation. If we take a look at his item here, well, how did he get it to look like the mobile version? Well, you can Photoshop this top in, but there's another trick to take a look at here, and it goes something like this. Here on my manipulated article, I'm going to click this button here to toggle the device toolbar. Now this is going to switch me into mobile mode where I can test for all these other devices. So let's go for like an iPhone Pro. Let's go to 100% zoom, maybe 125% zoom. And now what I can do is I can snag my screenshot here and just kind of crop it down to the mobile optimized view. And then there we go. Now, it's pretty simple to do on any other website as well. For example, let's go here to Fox News. If I do a search on Google for 2 illegal Honduran migrants arrested, you can see what the real results are, but you won't find the fake item about the eating of the bald eagle. Instead, what you'll find is these other articles. But let's change a couple of these. How about we go to the Department of Justice, and we'll go to this Fox News article, and I'm going to manipulate both of these. So on this United States Attorney's Office item, again, I'm going to inspect element and right click, and I'm also going to change this to, how about 2 Honduran nationals arrested in Charlotte County for eating a bear that ate a bald eagle and had a laser beam. Hit return, presto. Now, notice how I'm switched into the mobile mode here. If I go to desktop mode, I can get this screenshot, right? And I can be like, hey, look, it come right from the United States Attorney General's office, Middle District, Florida. It must be real. I grab my screenshot, and then there we go. I got the URL up at the top, I got the logo on here, and I got my nonsense about bears and eagles and laser beamses. All right, now let's switch this over to mobile, so I'll make it more realistic. Like, well, yeah, everyone knows you can do that on desktop, but you can't do it on mobile devices. Look, I'm using my iPhone 14 Pro Max, or maybe I want people to think I have a 12 Pro. Let's switch down to the 12 Pro. So now let's take a careful screenshot here of just this corner to corner. And now I can convince people, look, I took this screenshot on my mobile device. It must be real, because on a mobile device, you can't fake the content that's on here. Yes, you can. You can fake the content on anything. Now, if I hit refresh, this is all going to go away. Watch, I'll hit refresh here. It goes back to what it was, because what I'm changing in this text box here, I'm just typing in what I want to be true. And that only changes on just my browser because you have to download all the HTML. So I'm basically just gaslighting myself at this point until I take this and post it on social media, and then I gaslight other people and they think it's real. Here, let's do it to Fox. Let's go to Fox News. I'll hit inspect element, and I want this headline to say, arrest of illegal immigrant previously convicted of, how about eating a bunch of bald eagles in front of the White House. How about with Trump and Kamala? There we go. And be like, look, Fox News. I saw it right here on Fox News, both on the desktop version, arrest of illegal immigrant eating bald eagles in front of the White House with Trump and Kamala's. And I can change it down to the mobile device, right? Now I take this, do this, grab my screenshot. There we go. I'm like, look, it must be real. Like, there's people down here and a JPEG that will trick you. It's by Lewis. He's a real correspondent at the Fox Newses. It's got the logo. It's on a mobile device. Yeah, it must be real. Like, people are getting tricked by JPEGs. We don't even need AI. So that's pretty much a wrap. You see how easy it is to manipulate this information. We're seeing this fake stuff all over. I just want y'all to understand how easy it is to go to any website, select an element, and type in whatever I want to be true, and then show it to you, and you believe it. You shouldn't believe it. Don't trust screenshots. Go search the headline, and if you can actually find the headline, then maybe. So here's why this is a problem then, right? Someone puts up this post on Reddit, and that spreads, and maybe someone also puts it up on, how about Twitter or X? And that spreads, and then next thing you know, you got trolls coming in, some who are fooled and some who are not fooled, right? And they say things like this. And even Trump, I mean, as far as we know, Trump saw these articles, and these people are trolling Trump. Like, maybe what's happening here is Trump gets these screenshots and thinks they're real, and then what's he do? He says it in public, and then his political followers think it's real. Trump said they're eating cats and dogs. And then you see the problem with the misinformation. There's some people who are skeptical, right? In order to make sure that y'all understand how easy this is, I could even change this article, right? How about I type in here, migrants save American wildlife. We were told last night that this is true. And presto, there we go. I've changed this Jordan Peterson meme to say, migrants save American wildlife. We're told that this is true. If I hit refresh, it's going to go back to what it really is. In closing, please stop being fooled by JPEGs. It should take more than a JPEG to convince you something is real.